Sage on the banks of river Narmada, Param Pujya Lakhangiri Baba. I reached river Narmada early in the morning. I was completely mesmerized by the beauty of the river and its vastness. I was delighted to see the sunrise over the river waters, the early dawn light from the sky, and village folks taking their bullocks to the field transported me down the memory lane to my early days in my native village. Tyagi Baba resides in a small temple on the banks. I took his blessings and participated in the pravachan. Nearby, a ritual called Navchandi Mahayag, a sacrificial ritual, was in progress. In the vicinity of holy atmosphere of Narmada, my soul got delighted and also got purified. In the holy atmosphere, I remembered my childhood, my early days in school and total upbringing. I remembered everything. We were to proceed to a place called Ghongsha, about 50 kilometers by boat through river Narmada, a voyage of about 5 hours. Our boat broke down twice en route. We were stranded in the middle of nowhere. Water, sky, and the hills around were all looking pitch dark. An eerie silence was adding to the horror. Narmada Mata was testing our sincerity, but we fought against all odds and reached the Ghongsha ashram by 2 o'clock at night. A voyage of 12 hours tested our determination. Surrounded by hills on all sides and lying in the lap of Narmada is Ghongsha Ashram, where Param Pujya Lakhangiri Baba meditated. Narmada Parikrama is a long walk of about 3,500 kilometers. This is to be done on foot, with least luggage, eating only what you get from food being given as alms called Sadavrat at every halt. Otherwise, go hungry and be satisfied with Narmada water. Ghongsha is situated on the banks of Narmada river in Shulpani Jhadi jungle. Adivasis used to loot the pilgrims in this jungle. Lakhangiri Baba was completely looted here with only a loincloth left with him. He decided to stay there and meditated. It is believed that Narmada Mata appeared before him and blessed him. Narmada Mata inspired him to work for welfare of Adivasis. Lakhangiri Baba stayed in a small hut at Ghongsha and started his work. Ideas of welfare and spirituality mixed together. A new form of serving and helping the poor Adivasis was created by Baba. I was also a poor boy. My education was possible due to the help from society. I graduated, secured a good service, and fulfilled my obligations towards my family. Atmosphere in Shulpani jungle is charged with spirituality and sense of devotion. All this prompted me to introspection. A thought disturbed me, and I asked myself, what have I done for the welfare of society? My mind was in a flux. Lakhangiri Baba stayed here. He mixed wholeheartedly with the locals. He collected clothes, seeds for cereals. I also had an opportunity to participate in these welfare activities. Through Vastradan activity, Baba distributed clothes to the Adivasis. On Narmada Jayanti Day, all the females from area within 50 kilometers of Ghongsha are treated to a feast named as Kanya Bhojan. This tradition has its origin in the belief that these females are daughters of river Narmada. The joy, vigor and smile seen on the faces of Adivasis brought me the realization of importance of Kanya Bhojan and Vastradan activities. I participated in the work of construction of water tank. I also assisted the work of construction of biogas plant. We repaired parikrama trails. We installed the bicycle water pump in the ashram. On Narmada Jayanti Day, lamps are floated in the water and the river is decorated. These lamps represent the human life and river is the universe. While participating in these activities, I got the opportunity to stay with the Lakhangiri Baba. One day, while roaming in the jungle, I could taste the food prepared by Lakhangiri Baba. While walking through the hills, Lakhangiri Baba asked me, "Devtaji, tell me if you are facing any hardship, as you are not accustomed to this type of work. Narmada Mata is observing you and she will take care of all of your sufferings." He blessed me by touching his hand on my head. Baba always addresses everybody as Devtaji. Baba had given a new direction to my life. He had destroyed my ego, true to the meaning of Nar Made Hara. There was no facility for grinding the grains within 50 kilometers radius. Baba founded a mill and arranged to grind the grains. To carry everyday requirements and also to help sick people, motorboats are procured. 16 cattle are now at the ashram and permanent building for Goshala is under construction. Baba has desired to open a school for Adivasis. Baba is trying to reconstruct the life for locals through farming and forestation. A nursery, Ropavatika, has been constructed near ashram. Fruit trees are planted. Vegetables are also grown. It is intended that locals should observe this and plant accordingly in their own fields. Kitchen garden concept is to distribute 12 different seed packets costing rupees 300 to each Adivasi, and he has to grow these in his farm to create a farm produce of rupees 3,000. Seed packets are now being distributed for this purpose. Here, plenty of water is available in the river all the year round, but the cultivable land is at much higher level than river. There are no trees on the hills. Baba is aiming at converting all these deforested hills into a green patch. We are at a hut of an Adivasi. Few utensils and clothes is all you can see. This is all his wealth. He has got full faith in Baba.
देखमु कि बिल्कुल नदी माई पास में हमरा जोन पास में नदी माई तो पास में सब आकिन ते पुन साधन तो है नहीं हम रसी साधन है नहीं ना भूखिया तो लोग हमो बिल्कुल काई है नहीं तो हिंता जमीन पड़ी बाकिन हमको काई वारो असो हमको जीवा ही नहीं सीखियो कि बिल्कुल पानी आई जाए हमारी जमीन में पानी आई गयो तो बिल्कुल हमरो भाग खुल जाए.
Mahatma Gandhi had appealed to provide facilities to the lowest member of the society. Lakhangiri Baba is following in his steps and is working for poor Adivasis. All these Adivasi settlements have no facilities like roads, electricity, schools. Even getting 1 square meal per day is difficult here. There are no opportunities for employment. Can we participate in providing such basic amenities to these people? One local person has already implemented kitchen garden concept and is growing different vegetables for his daily use.
ये यहाँ जो इस प्रकार का फसल यहाँ के आदिवासी भाइयों ने किए हैं, ऐसा यहाँ थोड़ा थोड़ा करके भी काफ़ी कुछ लगा सकते हैं, सब्जी भाजी वगैरह. अब इनको थोड़ा सहयोग चाहिए, साइकिल पंप हो जाए तो काफ़ी सहायता रहेगी. यहाँ के जंगल क्षेत्र में कोई सुविधा नहीं है, इसी प्रकार से थोड़ा थोड़ा करके यहाँ का जीवन यापन करने का मार्ग बदल सकता है। तो थोड़ा सहायता साइकिल पंप वगैरह कुछ रहे तो यहाँ और अच्छे से हो सकता है।
I was doubtful about successful implementation of this concept in view of so many difficulties. Can government do something? Can we implement some government programs in this area? One sage narrated his experiences and cleared the doubts in my mind.
नर्मदेहर एक नर्सरी मंजूर करवाया। उस नर्सरी में करीब 4.5 लाख का बजट था। उस बजट से 1400 पौधे पूरे फल के लगाए। फल के पौधों में जैसे अनार है, अंगूर, अपने अनार है, जामुन है, अमरूद है, अनेक प्रकार के पौधे हैं ना। 1400 पौधे पूरे फल के हैं। जैसे आज हम यहाँ बैठ करके हरा भरा देख रहे हैं, वैसे ही उस आने वाले समय में हो जाएगा। अभी देखो हमारे पास में कुछ पौधे लगे हुए हैं, इधर नींबू के है, अनार के है, जामुन है, कुछ पौधे हैं फल देने लगे हैं। साल भर के हुए फल देने लगे। ये फल कौन खाएगा? पक्षी खाएंगे, जीव जंतु खाएंगे, और इस क्षेत्र के, इस गांव के यहाँ आने वाले सभी भगत खाएंगे। महाराज जी कोई सर पे बांध के नहीं ले जाएंगे और नहीं कभी ले जाने वाले। वो तो परमार्थ के लिए कर रहे हैं, यहाँ के लिए कर रहे हैं, और यही रहेगा सब। 2 साल बाद में नर्मदे हर करके परिक्रमा चले जाएंगे। ये सारी चीज़ यही रह जाएगी।
Crocodiles infest Narmada. In spite of this, the main means of river crossing for locals is a log of wood. That's his boat. He rides it to cross the river as also to catch fishes, which is his diet for major part of the year, as agricultural produce cannot sustain him for more than couple of months in a year. Many disabled persons carry out the parikrama with great effort. I salute their desire and determination. Many pilgrims of Narmada Parikrama visit the ashram every day. Their experiences help to enrich one's life.
मैं वेदेश्वरानंद माँ नर्मदा की परिक्रमा में हूँ और आज इस झाड़ी शूलपाणेश्वर की झाड़ी में प्रवेश किया हूँ। और शूलपाणेश्वर की झाड़ी में तो अनेक देवता ऋषि मुनि ने भी तपस्या किया है। उनकी आज भी यहाँ पर बड़े बड़े गुफाएं हैं, जो गुफाएं हैं प्राचीन गुफाएं, जिनको हम देख कर के अवलोकन भी नहीं कर सकते कि ये गुफाएं किस समय बनी होगी और किस समय यहाँ ऋषि मुनि ने तपस्या किया होगा। और ये भूमि एक तपस्याओं से भरा हुआ है। और इसमें बापू लखनगिरी जी महाराज रहते हैं और इन्होंने झाड़ियों में इन आदिवासियों को एक नया विकास की ओर ले जाना चाहते हैं। और जिन्होंने नौजवानों को तो ज़्यादा ही प्रोत्साहित कर रहे हैं ये, और उनके जीवन में भी एक ऐसा प्रकाश डाल रहे हैं जो ये आदिवासी सुधरें, इनका विकास हो, इनका जीवन अच्छे तरीके से गुजरे और ये माँ की किनारे रहते हैं और माँ ही इनका एक सहारा है। और साथ में लखनगिरी बापू भी इनके जीवन का एक माध्यम है। मुझे जगह जगह पर उनके साथ मिलन हुआ तो ऐसा लगा कि ये जीवन ही एक मात नर्मदेहर है। नर्मदेहर मात गंगेहर जटा शंकरेहर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव नर्मदेहर।
My self-confidence was increased. I realized that I can participate in the Adivasi upliftment through my knowledge, efforts, and through donating the clothes, seeds, and other activities. While doing this, I was getting opportunity to stay close to Lakhangiri Baba to get his blessings. Baba had shown me the way to fruitful social work. All the Narmada devotees visit the ashram and participate in welfare activities and try to help the Adivasis in every possible way. Let us all participate in this holy mission. Let us try to bring smile on faces of this younger Adivasi generation.